Hello everyone, welcome back. It's OS World Cup 2024 time again. It is that time of the week. It's Saturday. It's possibly a Saturday morning, but maybe a Saturday evening, wherever it is. I'm glad you're here. And you're joining us here for a treat. Next matchup is going to be one of the big winners bracket matchups of the round of 16. It's Germany taking on a resurgent Norway. I'm Doomsday, and I'm really excited to see this one for sure, and I'm even more excited to cast it with my partner in crime, the one and only Mr. Bubbleman. What's up, man?
I am so happy to be here for Germany-Norway. I have looked into the history of these two teams and the matchups that they've been involved in, in the past, and seeing both of them back in, top and high seed level is such a treat. I'm so looking forward to this, Doomsday.
I mean, Norway have not been stronger in a very long time. I mean, you could argue this is their most stacked roster they've put together in quite some time. So much strength in this lineup, and so much, maybe even late game potential, depending on how this tournament goes. But I think this is a good time for them to take on a powerhouse like Germany, where maybe their power spike is a bit later on in the tournament. As you all know, though, Germany are always a threat, and they are fairly reliable early game. So, work cut out for both of these two, I think.
Yeah, I could see either team here take it. Germany, of course, have the real hard hitters. They've got Kriller, they've got Whitecat. But Norway, on the other side, have some real quietly competent players that, if you've been paying attention to the tournament scene this year, you will have seen names like Melver, Yokespy making a return as well, Ninarik really stepping his game up in 1v1s as well as team tournaments. So the potential is there for both teams to grab this map pool and pull it away as far as they can. But there is real competition on our hands.
For sure. I'm glad you mentioned Melver there, because I think he's quietly been making a name for himself this year. Watching him in quite a few team tournaments, and he has put on the carry pants more than once.
Oh yeah,
and that's in a lineup of the rest of the players he's playing with.
Yeah, and I mean, you notice the name Melver whenever there's a tiebreaker going on with a team that he is on. Or even the no-mod tech maps that last 4 or 5 minutes long. They are a rarity, but they do occur, and Melver is always the one putting up 1k, 1.2k combos. You're punching the other team where it hurts, essentially. He's such a carry on maps like that. And this tiebreaker is very much that style of map. If he can hold his nerve together, Norway, if they get to tiebreaker, do have a real shot on this.
We'll see if he gets there, though. It's a best of 9. That's still such a volatile sort of matchup, right? And a best of 9, we were talking about it yesterday when we was on Full Circle. That first pick is so important. It looks like Norway will be getting that first pick, but the ban's coming in. Free Mod 1 banned by Germany, getting rid of that awkward aim map.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. It's a consistency battle on something like that. The no mod 1, the free mod 1, you want to enter both with a roster that you know is going to put up at least 2 FCs. And for Norway, they've got the Melver difference, essentially, and the Yokespy difference, too. It's not out of his tapping zone yet. So I can see the ban on that. And the Hard Rock 1 as well, a very similar map in style to the free mod 1. But different in that it's got just aim. There's no awkward aim to this. It is just a Hard Rock. Throw your cursor across the screen map, smaller circles, and maybe the entire team not being too comfortable on Hard Rock, compared to a free mod where just one player has to take that, and the others can take no mod, hidden as they like. What do you think they're going to pick, though, Doomsday? What's Norway looking towards in this pool? Oh, sorry, asked that too late.
They know what they're on about here. They're picking the bangers, obviously. You pick the Shern map first, naturally. Chain Destruction.
Oh, yeah.
God, I wonder whether it's either this map or Silent Voyage to Eternity that has the earlier upload date. I bet it's really close.
It's gonna be definite middle ground between the two, but Shern is a name you do not see very often anymore. he made some real ahead of his time maps. He is the uploader of Shipscape, I think it was, in 2011.
Oh yeah.
As well as a load of other maps that have a really pushing on iconic status. This one no different, Chain Destruction. Few longer streams, but mostly to do with the bursts, mostly to do with the old style of aim. And the 10.3 as well, which was a rarity back in the day. OD8 means that you do have a little bit more leeway in your tapping, but if you mess up, the OD does actually lock you out of it a little bit more than you would like.
I suppose when it comes to like DT ODs, going above 8 is a bit more common these days, but still not super common, because then you're approaching OD 10 and above, right? So this is still that OD 9.6 when you sort of, I guess, calculate it up. So it's still pretty tight, and yeah, not looking going to be too bad. But I think the main thing with this is going to be some of that, like maybe bits of awkward aim you get in ancient maps like this. Because I reckon in a speed battle between these two, there's not a lot in it.
I love the word you've used there. It's 12 years old, this map. Upload date 2012. So yeah, the patterns in this you won't see very often. And one of the things that I mentioned was the lull between the star patterns in the middle. You would see big jumps during that section, but in this map they're just long 3/4 length sliders. So you do actually get a break without a break. But getting into it, Honda, Nanolini, Ninarik, and Zubs on the opposing side, Norway, the lower seed, versus 5th seed Germany. Yari, Tim Kakner, Flay, and Okinamo. The rosters put up for these two teams. Let's see how they do.
Here we go. So a very long time since these two have actually faced off in OWC. I clocked it last time these two faced was 2015. And that was a long time ago. Let's see how they've progressed since then.
And it really is a story of the top seed versus high seed back then as well. Norway was absolutely one of, if not the better tournament team between these two back in the day. Losing GN, losing Shu, losing Warwick, losing PC. Loads of names that old players would recognize, and newer players maybe not so. Tim Kakner and Yari sharing a miss early on. 100 though drops leading into the chorus. It's looking tight between these two teams on this map.
Yeah, like 3 players on each side holding very nice accuracy. Zub's combo gaming, but still combo gaming. Nanolini does get the break there, handing it over to Germany. There goes Hunter as well. Followed up by Tim Kakner. A few breaks here, but it's still very much on the side of Germany here with their 3 full combos.
Watch the second star. It's Hunter mixing again, and Nanolini following up straight away afterwards. But the stars claiming no victims on Germany. Only Tim Kakner falling on the first set. And these linear sections, Hunter not able to hold his nerve together during them. It's dropping circle after circle. And Germany starting to run away with it. 2 full combos to 2, but the extra backing on Yari is the difference maker at the moment. Slow section into a big build upstream. Honda hitting 50s, but comboing through it.
Oh no, it's not on Honda though, it's on those FCs. Approaching the end now, nearly 500,000 up. Yari gets the break, but Flet and Okinamo still holding the fort.
It's going to take a double miss from them.
Oh, and then there it goes as well. That's going to be all she wrote, I think, here. Immediate breakpoint here. Norway goes straight into their speed, but it ain't going to work on this one. Germany take first blood.
Germany far stronger. It was a slider break that dropped Ninarik's combo. He dropped a 100 straight afterwards. The SS held for so long. And potentially the difference between him getting an FC and not. You get very nervous when you're on an SS, especially in an OWC setting. Kinamo, though, banking a 99% for himself, taking the top spot in the lobby. Flay as well with 97. And a huge early breakpoint for Germany.
Flay, one of the new players on the side of Germany this year. Really impressed with him this year. Really cool to see him making the team. And making his presence known here already. Alongside the stalwart in Okinawa, Germany are always going to be a threat on those mechanics, and with the next pick in tow, could stick into that. But I wonder if they'll go a bit more left field into a team like Norway. What do you think?
They could do. There's a lot of gimmick in this pool. No mod 4 is still open. No mod 2, no mod 3, a lot more to do with slower BPM ult. No mod 2 being the precision pick for the pool at CS6. We have the gimmick Hard Rock 2. We have a much more gimmicky DT1. As well as the DT3, which is so much different than the DT3 from last round. Very linear last round, but a lot more to do with tech patterns, cut streams, cut doubles. And it's Hard Rock 2 that does get picked. They do go into the gimmick Hard Rock. Seeing the Hard Rock ban from Norway, they think there is a weakness. Let's try and exploit it. What do you think of this pick?
I'm with them on this. I'm with them on this, to be honest. I think playing into a team like Norway with their strong players on those key skills, the mechanical stuff, you want to make them a bit more uncomfortable and something more techy, and Germany have the tech players really to pay the bills in this lobby. A word for this song and map, though, because it is an original song, an Osu original by Future Witness. Shoutouts. Love a good hostile banger here. Mapped by a mega fan. And yeah, it's Slider Tech on Hard Rock, which is fairly uncommon, but you do see it every now and again in tournaments. It's not super unusual to see Slider Tech on that high AR, smaller CS styling.
So you want to watch out for anyone grabbing every slider end, because kind of inversely to what you would think, the higher accuracy players are much more susceptible to missing because of the bigger movements they have to make after they've hit a slider end. So the lower accuracies may be the more secure combos in this match. But if you want to push for that higher accuracy, it might be the difference maker to take you over the edge. We'll see. This map gets harder in the second drop. It's a very calm map up until that point, I think myself anyway. So it's going to be the No Mod 3 consistency from last week transferring over into Hard Rock consistency on this map. And then who can hit the spike?
Feels like you can almost play this like an aim map in the first half, I'd say, because like the bursts don't really come in too much until the second half. You get those doubles into the 4 notes, don't you? In that second half you're mentioning. First half is kind of more about the sort of 1-2s and things like that, right? With that high SV.
I could see that being the case. I think Eric is crashing out a little bit. Eric, someone might want to press ignore on his chat messages.
Well, Melva's back in. Anti-W and Yolks Pie all in, so of course full swap for a map like this. And seeing something similar from Germany. Kriller is in. Tim Cackner's
is in. This is actually quite a scary roster that Norway are putting up. You walk into a lobby and you see Yolks Pie, Anthony, Melva, and Nineric. I could see them playing really well on this. Very much in all of their wheelhouse. Nineric with the early miss, 95%. But that will ease a lot of the FC nerves, maybe that he was still feeling from Chain Destruction. No, followed up by Yolks Pie, though. Getting it all out of the way early on. Tim Cackner and Yari share misses. This might be much more of a scrappy point than we were expecting.
He's just like at the start, once the sliders kick in, not quite adjusting to that aim style, following the sliders into the jumps, but it seems like everyone's settling down fairly well. Melva does drop as well, though, leaving only Anthony W on the side of Norway with the FC, giving Germany that early advantage here.
Oh, but now gone. Drops on the slider stream. And again, it's that high accuracy, the 99%, finding the miss, 96 for Melva. Krilla with 99.4, cheesing the slider tick. You get your combo however you want to, sir. 350,000 points for him and building fast.
Accuracies. And a lot of these high combos really holding strong too as well. Zyfrost and Krilla with those 2 FCs, with the solid accuracy, is going to take him far. Anti-W gets a break on the slow bit there. Set him a bit further back now. But we're getting into that ending, and there's still a good amount of combo on the side of Norway if they can capitalize, but they're waiting on something from the other side here.
Something might come in this next section. The stream build-up hits. Tim Kakner is the one to fall. He'd already missed, though. That's not a drop for an FC. Everyone hitting through these sliders. Second chorus hits. Yokespie the first to miss. It's 2 FCs and 1 big combo for Nineric. One of the supporting combos drops. Yari is down. Melva follows suit. That's a good trade for Norway, but they still need more movement from the FCs. Zyfrost now down. 1k into the dirt, but there's only 200k left in the map. Doesn't look like there's enough time for this combo from Nineric and the big combo from Anthony in support to bring it back. Krilla doing all he can to fend off these players, dropping down to 98%. And remember him saying, you lose the accuracy to keep the combo, and he's doing just that. Down below 98 now, but 1.3k combo. He's going to lock it out. Bank a mill.
Banking FC as well. Krilla's doing
not
his
quite,
work.
No, not quite a mill.
That was 997. Where's a spinner when you need it, mate? Still, that's still a crazy FC. Taking it home and taking it back, fairly comfy. A good pick, I'd say. It definitely made Norway a bit uncomfortable there. Quite a few breaks here and there, whereas Germany looking stronger pretty much throughout. Second half looked quite close, though. But I think by then it was already a step too far for Norway to pull back. Either way, Germany 2-0 up in this winners bracket matchup. Norway with the next pick.
And where do they go from here? They've popped their DT2 pick, I think, a bit too early. Their match nerves really showing during that map, to the detriment of all of their scores. And they've got the free mod 3. They may also have DT1, but we saw how consistent Germany were on the DT last week. It could happen, but it could be a mispick yet again. They may still need to shake out these match nerves a little bit more before they go into that free mod 3. So then what do they pick? I think no mod 4 is open. They've got Anthony, they've got Yokes. What do you think about that pick?
No mod 4. I was thinking no mod 4. It's a best of 9. I don't know if you want to really just play about with risky picks in this. No mod 4. Yeah, no mod 4 I think is my choice too, and that's exactly where they're going. And I think they looked good against Germany in their score head-to-heads on that low AR hidden. And they looked pretty good on the qualifiers one as well. Of course, this is on the no mod though, so it's a bit different.
Very much a different type of pick to that hidden 2 from last weekend, and the hidden 2 from qualifiers as well. The low approach rate on the hidden with the awkward aim, big aim patterns, it just does not translate into this overlap reading that you have to display on this map. The patterns are a lot tighter, a lot more dense. To pick your way through them correctly. You also, it's very easy to lose your cursor on these patterns as well, just because of how dense they are. Reading so far ahead, you can just drop your focus enough that your cursor is not where you think it is.
Yeah, certainly compared to the last 2 low AR maps you've had, which have been more about the aim side of it. This is pretty much all about that reading. Even on the no mod, the overlaps in the chorus sections are very deceptive. Definitely a map that pays to practice. I'm sure these two have put a bit of time into this. You ban it if you haven't. So
I agree. I can say Norway have put quite a lot of time into this. They'll be fielding the best roster they can, the players with not necessarily the most plays, but the least mind blocks maybe. It's very, very easy to just over-practice a map like this. Start playing from muscle memory. There are, I would say, 3 or 4 different sections in here that will catch you off guard. We'll talk about them as they come up. But for now, the rosters are fielded. It's Yari, Krilla. How do you say that name? Ahof? Ahof. And Zyfrost against Yolkspie, Anthony, Nineric, and Zubs. Yet again, a roster that, in any other setting, against most other teams, you would be scared of this roster on reading. This Yolkspie and Anthony. Nineric has been really improving himself on reading too, and Zubs coming in from Brazil, ready to show his stuff, but Yari, Krilla, Zyfrost, Ahof is not a roster to sniff at either. We combo through the slow intro and get into the map. Zyfrost finding an early miss, but it's not going to matter too much.
Particularly happy about it, but it's so early on. Zubs follows suit, so it's even Steven, really.
You can really see the overlap reading in full effect here. Zubs drops again on the speed up section. We get into the first section of a potential miss. Everyone reading the sliders correctly. So the rhythm switch up there can catch people off guard quite horribly. Everyone well prepped. We're heading into the chorus, Doomsday.
Yeah, this is it. This is where the deceptive spacing gets turned up to 11 now. So let's see how they're looking. Ahof gets that break, misreading that pattern entirely. So it's advantage Norway here, I think, a bit. No, it's not.
Anthony has dropped. It's dead even. The rhythms here, the sliders, you follow them out completely. Combo through these sliders, and it is 2 FCs to 2 with a big combo for Zyfrost. Just an early drop in that intro. So he switches himself on. It's advantage Germany going into the second verse.
Inside of Germany looking good. And Eric, though, with a break on those sliders, it's only Yolkspie left here now for Norway against 3 big combos. And now Germany are looking so good on this coming into the burst.
Or are they? Ahof and Yari both drop. That's a full combo down. The up-down section catching no one. Everyone very well prepped on this. And the back and forths too. It's Zyfrost to drop his combo. It's now Krilla against Yolkspie in the supporting combo for Anthony, but Yolkspie drops his FC also. That is down. It's Krilla yet again showing his jobs on reading. It's not on hidden, his preferred mod, but he is still an absolute monster on anything that involves execution. Into a slow outro, and we see the scoreline. 300k. It wasn't to be for Norway. The practice, not quite enough to take down the giant.
What is that score bubble? That's a 3-100s from Krilla.
That's big.
That's huge. Big. That is ridiculous. Krilla, what are you doing, buddy? It's a nice run from Norway, though. Some lower miscounts on their side. 3 players way above 600k. But it ain't going to be enough. Germany's reading side, they're stepping up, man. They are a team to be feared now on the reading stuff. And they're taking full advantage.
That was actually a really good pick for Norway, I think. Germany may have taken that. That's a second break point to them, and they now are fully in control of where this match goes. They can pick pretty much whatever they want, because as long as they win 2 more picks, they're golden, and they have 3 to play with. But Norway, the execution is there. Their nerves all but gone. Their next pick is going to be very important, Doomsday, and free mod 3 is the pick from Germany. I thought this was going to be from Norway, actually, but it is the German side that pick into this. Maybe trying to take a pick away from Norway, trying to step up and say, you know what, you're good at the tapping, but we're better than you. We saw how you played on DT2. Beat this.
I mean, with their lead they've built up, I don't see any reason why Germany shouldn't go in for some of these 50-50 picks. Maybe later on, maybe thinking, you know, some of the picks on their side a bit more could be useful if Norway start to pull back, which they absolutely could. But if Germany win this, that's going to be massive. Not just for the scoreline, but for the mental.
Yeah, I was going to mention the mental game. If Germany take this, it's 4-0, and Norway don't have any more tapping picks left. The free mod may be a better shout for Norway because of the no mods that they can tech into. Germany having to remove Kriller from the lobby, not quite having the tapping necessary to play a pick like this, but saying we don't need him. Kriller? Schmiller, we don't need him. It's Okinamo. He's the guy. He's the man. It's nice to see him still knocking about as well. It's been a long time that he's been in this Germany team. One of the most tenured players on the roster. Always a great anchor for the hidden.
Yeah, he's an evergreen player in his skill sets, Okinamo. Comes back every year. Even if I wonder maybe if some of the German players have to drag him into the team. We need you, buddy, get in. But hey, he always shows up.
I wonder how much pizza they had to buy for him to be on the team.
Oh, all of them.
All of the pizzas. This guy, man, he just puts the game down for 10 months and then picks it back up again and drops onto the World Cup roster. On the other side, we got Honda, who put the game down for 5 years and then picked it back up. And he's in for this pick. This is his skill set.
Yeah, he's the speed man, the tapping man. He's been really eager to get back into the scene, and my god, he's already made it to OWC. That's crazy progress in such a small amount of time since his return. It's cool to see.
And it absolutely stacks out this team as well. Eric, Nineric taking Hard Rock. Zubs tanking the hidden for Team Norway, leaving Nanolini and Honda on the Nomads, and on the other side, Yari and Zeitfrost being the Nomad anchors, Okinamo on hidden, and Tim Kakner being the one to take Hard Rock. Look at how tight this pick is already. This is not a long one, Doomsday. This is only 2 minutes 19 in length. This changes instantly. It turns on a dime. We're not seeing any movement yet.
Nothing yet. With a matchup like this, it's going to come down to small margins. 230 BPM speed is the wheelhouse of both these two teams. But who coughs first? Long streams coming in now. Some of the longer ones start coming from around here, I think.
Am I right in thinking there's a double into quad pattern coming later in this map?
I think it might be soon. I can't remember
there
where.
There it is. There's one. Oh. The second hits, nobody caught out by them. Everyone completely locked in on this pick. It's Okinamo to play.
And Zubs, it's a double, it's a trade.
Oh, no longer. Nineric down, traded with Okinamo again, but he's the one with no combo. Eric on that SS. It's the nerves from having that SS that really do you in. The top 5 player Nineric does not cope with them well. Drops a combo. And Honda follows up. It's 3 drops for Norway and 3 FCs for Germany. The Nomad Nanolini. The last bastion of defense, but it's not going to be enough. There is nowhere near enough circles left in this map. As Germany close it out. 3 FCs and a 700k. Brilliant team score from them. The hidden player being the one to drop 3 misses and only 2 100s. Nineric on the other side. His SS falls.
Hard Rock SS falls, mind you. Hard Rock SS.
What a score that would have been. Man. Yeah.
Actually disgusting behavior there. Unfortunate on the break. Germany's consistency on the speed, man, showing through. They're confident. They are here to play, and they have stolen a speed pick off of Norway, and now Norway are in a bit of a pickle here. They do have a couple DT picks on the board. But do they want to go into them?
In such a bind. What would you pick if you're Norway here? I mean, you've lost Chain Destruction, you've lost Perfect Neglect. The reading map is gone. The Hard Rock Tech is gone, but maybe you didn't want to be playing that anyway if you're Norway. You're 4 points to nothing. You need an inroad back into this match. What is it? Where do you go?
I think you should go with the classic here. I think Norway should go back to their roots and pick Silent Voyage to Eternity.
Ooh, okay. A quintessential Norway low approach rate pick.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. They've got brilliant mod coverage. I do rate them on the free mods. The no mods might be a bit of a question mark, possibly, but it's such a wildcard pick. It's so long, and it's got those patterns that you can just flop on. You can just flop
absolutely.
on.
As we both know.
Yeah.
Oh, it's nowhere. It's nothing like it. It's Hidden One.
Hidden One. Okay, so they're gonna go into Escape.
I'm gonna guess it was a choice of 2 picks, and they rolled for it. And I mean, if you're gonna pick both maps, you're not sure which to pick. You do still have 2 picks in this match. You gotta play them in whatever order. You gotta beat Germany on whatever they pick, so it doesn't matter what order you pick them in. The Hidden One coming out. This definitely a Yolks Pie Anthony specialty.
Yeah,
but they're picking it into Krilla Doomsday.
They are. They're picking it into Krilla. They're picking it into possibly players like Okinamo as well. Bringing out that hidden, and with their confidence, they're going to be feeling pretty good. But this map's all about that control. It's Devious Panda Oat Milk collab special. And it's very rhythmy. I do rate Norway's chances on it. I think this is a good shout. This is the other map I was sort of thinking of at the back of my mind about what they could go into. Either this or maybe even that other hidden, but this one especially. Gets Melva back in the lobby. Probably gets Yokes back in the lobby as well. Zub's already willing and able. It's a bit less of a volatile pick than maybe my other suggestion, that free mod 2, but I don't mind it. I don't mind it.
I could see this turning out well, but they have to have shaken the pressure off. They cannot go into this. Look, no team can really go into a match and expect magic, right? You cannot put that type of pressure on your players. But saying that, they might need a touch of it to take this point from Germany. I'm seeing Krilla. I'm guessing Okinamo's coming in. Ahof as well, that we saw shake out their nerves on Nomod 4. And it is Okinamo coming in.
Do you think they need some people to step up, though? I mean, Germany have posted an FC or 2 near FCs 3 on every single map so far, and I can't see it changing on this one. So, I mean, yeah. They are going to have to pull that combo game together here, Norway, on this, but we'll see if the rhythm styling throws Germany off their game. They've never been historically a hidden team. They are much more of a hidden team now than they used to be. But I don't know if it's still their favourite protocol. But we'll see.
I'm looking at a few players on Norway for this. Any one of them could step up. But Melva is very good at holding combo when he needs to. Anthony has an incredible skill cap, which does translate sometimes into consistency on picks like this. And Yolks Pie, now and historically, is in the same boat as Melva. Very good at holding combo when he needs to. Ditch the accuracy. Do what must be done.
Seeing Ahof back in here for Team Germany as well. He has come in for his control picks in his debut year. Back in for what he's been drafted for. Zubs does get that early break. First blood will go to Germany. Ahof follows suit, so it is a trade. 3 FC to 3 early on. Still very even before we get into that first real chorus, the first real spicy section.
If you want to compare this to a pick, I would actually compare it to the Hard Rock 2 that was played earlier. pattern's similar in style. It's a very different song that they go to, but you see the cut doubles, you see the triangle shapes, you see the stutter stepping that your cursor has to take, and Anthony drops a load of 50s right after finding a miss. Accuracy down to 95%. And there's 3 FCs still on Germany, 2 for Norway in a backing combo, but a big collapse, actually, a 3-way miss for Germany. Okinamo, Krilla, and Arhoff all finding breaks. And hopefully that's not Bancho. Hopefully we can bring you what actually happened, and Yari as well following up. It's all down. Everyone has collapsed.
Yeah, Germany have completely reset their combos. That section takes out everyone. The accuracy's down as well. The accuracies are very even compared to Norway, but Norway's the one with those combos, Bubble. And they have a lot of big ones too. Ending gets a bit more spaced.
Big ones. Push this lead in. Don't lose your focus on these cut streams. Melva does find a miss. Mistimes the exit. And it is a similar map style. Like I said to the Hard Rock 2, this chorus picks up quite heavily. 300k advantage now for Norway, and it is exactly as I said, Yolkspie doing everything he can to keep his combo. 1.1k nearly, and 94%. It might even turn out to be an A-rank FC from him, but it does not matter. He's got 600,000 points. Zub's following up also in 96%, almost a 1k combo, and the entire German team sat pretty steady at 500, but everyone coughed at the same time, and Yolkspie finds the miss. His combo is now down, and it's a huge acceleration for the lead. It's actually going back towards Germany. 2, 3 misses, though, means that it is not to be so. And a sigh of relief for Norway as they bank that. That got so sketchy at the end. An S rank for Melva, it was only slider breaks. 1 miss for Yokes by 93%, but he does what needs to be done.
Yeah, grass grows, birds fly. Yolkspie is going to combo game in OWC, man. That's just it. Dude just finds a way to hold combo by any means necessary. It's a great combo by him as well. Melva, though, coming in with that S rank is very solid. But all in all, Norway picking into something that clearly made Germany a little bit more uncomfortable than maybe some of the other maps. I think it was still fine margins. I think,
absolutely.
If they rolled a bit higher, Germany might not have got those misses. I think it was unfortunate for them. But that's what you need in a matchup like this. Norway are still in it.
I would also say the adrenaline drop from being 4-0 up on skill sets that Norway were picking into. You sit at match point and you kind of lose your focus a little bit. And whatever the next pick is, it's a lot scarier because of that. You gotta be wary. Germany potentially falling victim to that, dropping that point, all losing combo at the same time. Or, like you said, it could have been discomfort. It could have been that the hidden, especially the rhythmic hidden, was a bit too much for them. Norway have the other hidden available. It's open to them to pick. If they can get their free mod 2 Silent Voyage to Eternity Doomsday.
Yes, here we go.
It makes its return.
I never thought I'd see the day this was pulled again, I'll tell you that much. I'll tell you that much. I was actually having a quick look, actually, to see if any of these players were playing the last time this was in OWC. And there was one. Take a guess who it is, Bubble, on these two teams.
Was in the tournament, or was just playing on the roster?
Yeah, was in the tournament. Didn't necessarily play in the matchup, but...
Okay. Did Germany get that far?
Oh, no, it wasn't actually played by them, but... I mean, during that era, there was one player.
I'll let you know. Then, yeah, if you're talking about Hunda, then yeah.
Yeah, it's Hunda.
He is the one player who has stuck around since 2016. And we remember that because we knocked him out of that tournament. Quite funnily enough, another one of those maps from that year appeared last year in DT, and Here's your question. Here's your trivia question. Which one was that?
Oh god. Oh.
And it's one we played against Norway.
Oh god, it wasn't the Dragon Force map, was it?
It was not the Dragon Force map.
It was Tiebreaker, wasn't it?
It was not the tiebreaker.
Oh my god. I can't remember, mate.
Do you remember Scarlet Rose No Mod?
Oh my god, yeah. Oh, of course, yeah, that was DT last year. Oh my god.
I am shocked that this wasn't pooled on DT later on in the tournament, instead appearing as a free mod now, but I can see why. It's AR8, CS5. You gotta put a hard rock on it. You gotta put a hidden on it. Who takes those? I think it's Eric again going in on hard rock. Yolkspie, I think, gonna be taking hidden. And on the other side, Krilla, the one to take hidden for me personally, and then maybe Yari, maybe Flay on hard rock. I'm unsure. Nope, I was completely wrong. Whoops.
Oh, it's Tim Kakner and Yari with the hidden. So yeah, Flare and Krilla are taking... Oh no, it's a double. It's an overmod from Germany.
I was completely...
Yep.
I can see why, though.
I mean, yeah, you get him off that AR8 onto that AR10. A player like Flare is very much hard rock centric, so you'd rather take the precision AR10, I can imagine. So it's totally comfort knowing him. Norway, of course, won't have any problems with that low AR though. Nineric, Melva on the AR8 no mod. Yokes, of course, on the AR8 hidden. Fiel with that hard rock.
It's going to be tight. It was a very, very early miss for Tim Kakner. I think it was the second slider he just did not tap the head of. Nineric taking a while to sync up as well. A couple of hundreds dropped by Flare on this section. The doubles, the streams catch no one though. Into a pretty calm verse section. It looks slow, but it's deceptive.
It is. It's very easy to just lose your concentration on some of these linear aim patterns on that 1/3.
But it's pretty comfortable. You want to look at this chorus, you want to lock in a little bit more for it. There's a greater amount of patterns that can catch you off guard. The rhythms especially, but no trouble so far. And this, I would say, progressive in difficulty. It gets harder as it goes on. Watch the solo around 1k combo. As long as no one drops on this stream coming up, it's difficult to hit it on hidden, and both hidden players combo through it.
Of course. 98% noob ad.
Yeah, no, so bad, man. So bad. Compare yourself to Biko. Biko SS'd it in 1972. I don't know.
Ugh.
700 now. It's tight. It's tense. Into the next chorus. And like I said, it gets harder as it goes on. You're looking for misses on this stream and none come. Everyone's so locked in. 4 minutes long, remember. A miss here is going to be detrimental. Horrible for the team score. Yolkspie being the one to find it. The hidden is down. Possibly one of the more important combos for your team is the one to find a break.
The miss aim,
into
the
classic. Solo.
This
and watch the doubles.
Absolutely. Yeah.
The linear section claims Melva. No misses on Germany. Slider stream as well finds no victims. And we build up. Krillin, oh no, finds a drop just before the main part of the solo. The accelerating slider hits the streams, the cut streams, I might add, for 2010. Continued to claim no victims. It's 1.2k combo for 3 players in the lobby. 2 now. Everyone finding misses on these sliders. And it's just Nineric to combo through it.
It's just Nineric. He's got 270k to make up, and it's doable. but he's got to hold his nerve on that AR8 Nomad. This is the time, man.
This is the time, and this is the most difficult part of the map, in my opinion. There are so many deceptive jumps here, and the doubles as well can catch you off guard if you just put your cursor ever so slightly off center of the first circle. You miss the second. Not gonna happen. Eric being the one to anchor. He's closing the gap so quickly. It's so important that he continues.
Oh my god. Dude, 40k. Ending flourish here. More streams.
Bank on the no chain misses. Bank on the no mod on one of the more consistent players on your team. It's not going to be the FC. It's such an early miss for him. And remember I was saying? He was holding SS on 2 maps and missed on them. He finds an early break and combos the rest. 50k advantage for Team Norway. They take their second point with a 2-miss score from Nineric, but still 960k. The solo being the deciding factor.
Nineric,
what a score.
Take a bow, son. That was a fantastic carry performance right there. I wonder how much you knew about that coming to the solo, but Germany coughing on the solo section. Nineric holding his nerve. Yeah, the reverse choke special works every time. And Norway are still in this one. The next pick is theirs. I mean, where do they go now, though? The picks we were talking about earlier have been exhausted.
They did roll 2. Does that mean they were rolling between the 2 hidden maps? Do you think?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, possibly. I wonder if it was either that or this, but then again, I mean, Norway know what they're doing. I don't know what their team chat's saying. I mean, I reckon the other hidden would be a good shout, though. I reckon it would be a good shout.
I could see them picking into that. And I could see Norway being a little bit touchy with that. They did not look happy on hidden. Not going to say they didn't do well, because they did. But it was a group error. It wasn't just an isolated occurrence. They do not want to be finding that again in whatever gets picked next, and whatever they choose to go with last.
I do still reiterate, for Germany, though, their hidden side and their control side now is well set, and they are certainly not going to be too afraid if that hidden pick comes up, I think. I mean, apart from that, it's going to be a spicy thing no matter what else they go into. And they are going to. It's hidden too. Glacier's poetry. Jezag flow aim. Now that's something that's kind of spooky. There's a very infamous Jezag map we see in tournaments quite a bit. I'm not seeing this one though, but it's very similar. It's very awkward, tricky, snappy flow aim streams on hidden.
And this is going to come down to a Yolkspire performance again, I think. Krill are going to be wary. Krill are going to be trying to fend whatever comes out of Yolkspire off. If he's even in for this, it's 170 BPM, but it is mostly tapping focused. I don't know how comfortable Yolkspire is with the tapping right now. But either way, whatever happens, this has turned into a match, Doomsday. I'm here for it.
It has, man. It's Germany in the driving seat on the first few picks, looking imperious, but Norway managing to make advantage of a couple of slips on the German side.
Oh, and the mental boost that must have given them. Just think about that for a second.
Yeah, I mean, 4-0 down. 4-2 is a different animal. 4-2 is a different animal. You're within punching distance there. I still think, though, as this pool thins down, Germany are going to be rising up in their strength somewhat with their more versatile roster. I don't think they're going to be too afraid, but I reckon they're a little bit rattled after those last couple. And going into more hidden, those players are going to have to book themselves up, the same ones that probably played a lot of those maps as well. Okinamo's back in, Arhoff back in as well here for Team Germany on that control. And they've got to find the consistency now.
They've got to find the mental strength to be consistent. They know they've got another pick after this, so it is still pretty comfortable for them. They have 2 more match points to spend. But on Norway's pick, on a skill set that they looked pretty good on, they may even be happy to throw this one away to take whatever comes last for Germany. But they're still going to try anyway. When given a choice to end a match now or later, you always want to end the match now, so... Stem that momentum, make sure that Norway do not get it going.
Side of Norway. Looks like a similar roster to what played the last hidden pick. Neneric in for Melva, being the only difference compared to Escape, the hidden one. Neneric, I guess, preferring this style to that other hidden pick.
And he is on good form now. He's found his rhythm, found his FC. Maybe much more aware of the role accuracy plays in Nerves, and is Anthony finding the first miss through the intro. The cut streams hitting straight away. This is a much more cut streamy map than the Hidden 2, than the Hard Rock 2. More isolated bursts, isolated occurrence, and Anthony finding a miss on the extended streams. Hinamo following it up though. This so short, 2 minutes 30. It's already nearly halfway through. We're only 400 combo in. Yari has found a miss. It is still advantage to Germany because of the accuracy that they're holding. But Norway swift to snatch it back. SS for Neneric. And we know the story. It's a running theme this match so far. That he holds an SS halfway through. We're backing him up. Yolkspie as well. 99.7. Zups as well. Some really high accuracies for this team. Krilla with 99.5. And Ahov finally settling into the match. But a build-up section hits.
Yeah, the players on Germany that have the combos are the big ones. Neneric
and Zups
follow up. Yolkspie, the only FC left on Norway. Germany are coming back now. Krilla and Ahov with the FC, but here comes the space part here, right at the end.
They both hit it. Everyone combos through it. Zups finding a miss straight afterwards, and the lead flips. It's 2 FCs to 1. Krilla and Ahov really in the driver's seat. Holding as far as they can, and Yolkspie tragically finding a drop. Ahov stuttering, but it's not going to matter too much with no FCs on the Norway side. They close it out with what I can assume to be 2 FCs to none. Krilla finding 99.73 on that. Crazy accuracy.
That's another nut score from Krilla. There's some really good accuracies across the lobby, but the FCs are key. I think, yeah, whether Ahov DC'd there or not, it was pretty clear that they were in the lead, I think, regardless. That's surely a point for Germany, and that is surely the victory for Team Germany. A tough obstacle to overcome here in Norway. That was a great comeback effort there from them, but it is going to be the losers bracket next week here for the Norwegians. Germany march on in the winners bracket here into the quarterfinals.
And both teams looking so good in that match. Look, the scoreline was 5-2, but you had individual performances that really meant that anything was possible in that match for both Norway and for Germany. It could have been 5-0, it could have been 5-4. And on the day, it's the Germans that take it. But you got to be wary of both of these guys going forward. Marching on in this bracket, Germany, I think, facing the winner of the Russia-China match, and Norway dropping down into the losers bracket. I haven't actually checked on who they're going to be facing, but it's going to be a belter.
Yeah, I'm having a quick peek now. It looks like, yeah, Norway will be awaiting the result of the Austria versus Indonesia matchup for next week. So either Austria or Indonesia is going to be their opponents. We'll see that, of course, later on. I think later on today, if I'm not mistaken. Yes.
Well, 6 minutes from now, in fact, Doomsday.
Oh, well, that's handy.
However,
how convenient that.
I don't think that will be streamed, though, because we got a triple overlap. What will be streamed here is the Hong Kong-Philippines match, with Korea-Brazil, I think, going on to Osu Live 2. So pick your poison, choose what you want to be watching. Thank you so much for joining me on the cast, Doomsday. It has been a pleasure.
All good, mate. All good. It's been a good time. Great match as well. But we're going to be bowing out, I think, for 2 lovely peeps here for your viewing and listening pleasure. More Oswald Cup 2024 or round of 16 happening very, very soon. So stay tuned.
It slipped right through my fingers. It slipped right through my